Okay, so let's get rid of this this maneuver node now, and now it's just a case of looking for a place to land. And to be honest, pretty much all of this stuff coming up is not too bad. Now we could like orbit, and we could land in this crater, but I think that's going to be another mission, landing in this giant crater. Although that's not the biggest crater. There's a look at this one, and you know what? If you go back here, like, doesn't that look like the Death Star? Come on, it does. I think they did that deliberately. Right, let's go back in here. Let's pick a landing spot. I think we're going to come down pretty much. I'd love to come down kind of here. Yeah. Okay, let's go and check how much fuel we've got left. We've got a tiny bit of fuel left. Let's use that. Let's do a retrograde burn and just use up that fuel, and then we can jettison this. So I'm just going to do maximum thrust. Oh, the camera's automatically changed. We're almost used up, and it's gone. Almost there. Right. Now we can ask the SAS to flip us around to the prograde, and once it settles down, which takes a few seconds, we'll jettison this section, this very loyal section that's got us all the way to the moon, but we're going to say goodbye to it, and it's going to crash land on the moon. Okay, jettison that. Right, now we're going to be retrograde all the way to the surface. Excellent. Okay, and you know what? I'm just gonna line this up. Okay, cool. Right, sorry about that. Right, now we can deploy the landing gear, which is always a cool moment. Let's drop the landing gear. There it goes. And that really is like something from a Wile E. Coyote cartoon. Okay, now where are we going to come down? Now, if you just look like straight down, or just like a little bit, you can kind of see like where your options are. And we could land like pretty much straight here, or we could just go past this crater and land here. And there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can either set up a maneuver node. So if you're more comfortable, you could put in a maneuver node and then adjust this to bring you down like wherever you want to come down. But to be honest, I like to do this by eye. So I'm going to do this by eye. And I think we're going to try and come down kind of here-ish, because it's nice and flat there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a retrograde burn, and I'm just going to take off most of my speed. I'm going to get it down to, say, 100 meters per second. So let's fire this engine. And we'll do 100% burn. Just, oh, look, there goes that other section. It's crashed soon. So we're just going to bring this down to about 100 meters per second. Here we go, almost there, and 100 meters per second. Beautiful. Okay, and as you can see, we're going to be landing somewhere about here, which is pretty peachy. Right, I'm going to speed this up now until we get down to about 10,000 meters. So we'll warp this on. Okay, now I'm going a little bit past where I want to go, so I'm going to do another burn to take off some more speed. Take it down to about 75, because I don't want to go too far in that direction. So, okay, let's carry on warping down to about 10,000 meters. Okay, and you can see we're looking to come down here. Okay, I'm going to put in another burn to take off our speed again. And that's enough. We want to stay now, after 10,000, we want to stay kind of below 100 meters per second. So sort of between 50 and 100 meters per second. And then as we get down below 5,000, we'll be keeping it down at probably 20 to 30 meters per second. Now, one thing that you do have to be very careful of is you can't trust this altitude. 7,500 meters does not mean that you are 7,500 meters away from the ground directly underneath you. It's sea level. I need to put in a little burn. Drop this to about 50 meters per second now. And so, yeah, I mean, like the ground here is probably at something around 3,000 meters. So we're only about 2,000 meters above the surface. Right, let's do another burn. Get us down to about 40 meters per second. And how are we doing for fuel? We're doing okay. Right, another burn. Another burn. So now we want to stay between 10 and 20 meters per second. I'm looking for our shadow to appear. And there's our shadow over there. So we can now kind of judge this. Now you want to try and stay around, and I'm going to start using the shift key. You want to start adjusting this to get a lovely soft touchdown. Oh, don't fall over. It damn thing almost fell over. Stay up straight. We're on I guess we're on a slight incline here. And this is, let's be honest, this is not the most stable rocket. Okay. Right, now we can do all of our science. Oh, this is overwhelming. It's too exciting. This game is too exciting. Let's do a mystery goo. We get 40 science for doing a mystery goo. Let's do materials bay. And it just occurred to me, I didn't do the science in near space, so when we take off, we'll have to do the science again. 100 science, guys. Oh, and we're in the Muns Midlands. Excellent. That's where I'm from. I'm from the Midlands. Right, so we've done that. We can do a temperature. How much are we going to get for doing the temperature? 32 science for doing temperature. And log the pressure. That's 48. Good grief. We can do a crew report. Let's do a crew report. 20 science for doing a crew report. And now we can EVA Bob. How you doing, Bob? Right, the first thing Bob's going to do, he's going to take the crew report. So take the data. He's going to collect the data from the mystery goo and restore that. And he's going to take the data from the 2 hot thermometer, and he's going to take the data from, oops, if I can click on it, he's going to, oh come on, click on the barometer for goodness sake. Take the data from the barometer. Has he done, I haven't done an EVA. He'll store that afterwards. So he's going to store all of this data in the capsule. He needs to reset this guy. So let's climb down the ladder. All right. And then click on this. Collect the data from that. Yeah, remove the data and restore this. So now all of our science can be reused. So this is why we brought a scientist. So now I'm going to drop him down to the surface. Do you want a little jump onto the surface? There you go. Hey! We've got a Kerbal on the moon! Woohoo! Gotta love it, haven't you? Alright, we can do EVA report. 32 science for an EVA report. And take a surface sample. Look at this, 120 science for a surface sample. Awesome. And of course, we're gonna plant a flag. Come on, Bob. You proud Kerbal, you. Right, the site name is going to be First Landing, and it's Midlands. Whoops. Midlands. And I think we need to put some meaningful text on here. One small step for a Kerbal. One giant llama's ass for Kerbal kind. Oh, hang on. Ass for Kerbal kind. Ah, makes you want to shed a tear, doesn't it? I am going to get you in such trouble for that. Right, so there's our plaque. Right, we've done our flag. We can have just one little look around where we landed. It's pretty flat and boring, isn't it? There's a few rocks. You could go and sample a rock, I suppose. But other than that, not much to do here. I want to come back here, do it with a rover and build a moon base and do all kinds of cool stuff. All right, let's get back to our rocket. Now comes the real test. Now, you can actually, look, I'm going to climb on top of the flag. Look, you're going to climb on top of the flag, sit on the flag. Woohoo! You're showing off now, Bob. Get back in your rocket. Right, now, I wonder, are we going to be able to grab this? Ooh. We may have to jump up and grab it. Yeah, it looks like. Jump and F. Oh, there we go. And look at that. Look how high he got on the ladder. Very impressive. You know, we didn't need to put this ladder all the way down here, but it is what it is. Right, let's get up here and we'll board our spacecraft again. Oh, no. We need to store all of that data. So click on the command module. Oh, and I already done it. Take data, store experiments. Yeah. So all of that is stored now. Okay, board the plane, the spacecraft, which is rocking about. And now we've got to take off and get home. And this is all the fuel that we've got to do it with. So this is going to be kind of fun. Now here's our 90 degrees, which I've managed to get fairly nicely lined up with. So we're going to give a quick blast. I'm not going to go full throttle. I'm just going to throttle up to like maybe 30%, and then I'm going to push over to the 90 degrees, go up to like 45 degrees, and now we can give it a bit of welly. But you don't actually need that much. Let's have a little blast on full throttle. Let's get our apoapsis up, probably around, I don't know, 15,000 maybe. Okay, that's good enough. What are we at? 17, almost 18,000. Oh, let's wave goodbye to the moon. Goodbye, moon. Oh, look at all these wonderful craters that we could have landed in and fallen over. All right, let's get back home, shall we? So we need to put in a maneuver up near our apoapsis, highest point. Add a maneuver, and it's just going to be a little prograde burn, just to give us an orbit. So a little bit more. Come on. There we go. So what's that? That's 10 and 25. We want a little bit more than that. So what's that? 15 and 42. That's not particularly well placed. Let's try putting this actually on the apoapsis. So what's that now? 17 and 39. That will do. Not perfect, but it will do. So how long? 1 minute 11 seconds. It's a 20-second burn. So let's tell SAS to point at the maneuver. Get itself lined up. So we want to zoom this down to, we'll warp forward. We'll start our burn at 10 seconds, T minus 10 seconds. Oh, or I would have done if I hadn't gone too far. Right, well, let's just do the burn there. These burns, I have to say, don't need to be, like, tremendously precise. Okay. Because they're not tremendously big burns. Here we go. Out it comes. And what are we at now? 6, 19. A bit more. 11, 21. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that. There's no atmospheric drag here. You know, I might just go a little bit higher. 13, 14, like 15. Right, there we go. Cool. Oh man, now we are in orbit. Now we've got to get back to Kerbin. Oh, good grief. Now I think the best place to begin this maneuver is going to be, where's our periapsis? Here's our periapsis. And our periapsis is on the side of the moon furthest away from Kerbal. So what we want to do is put in a maneuver node. Yeah, I'm probably going to put it in at the periapsis. Let's get rid of this old one. And we'll put in a maneuver node here. Add maneuver. And hopefully we've got enough fuel to do this. And we're going to extend our orbit until it changes. Keep going, keep going. Oh, right, okay. Until we get this. And here's our Kerbin periapsis. So you know what? Let's try moving the maneuver node further round. Oh, and look, as we move it around, we get a lot closer to Kerbin. So you can keep moving this round and try and find what's going to give you the most efficient return to Kerbin. Let's bring it even further round. Ooh, 2 million. We're almost home. That's what's that? Is that 1.2? Yeah, 1.2. Remember, we need to get inside the atmosphere, so we want to be down. Yeah, around. To be honest, if we're inside kind of 40,000. Oh, 11. That's a little bit too close. So bring that out a little bit. 59, that's kind of not close enough. 54, a bit more than that. 29, oh, that'll do nicely. That will do nicely. Okay, so how much of a burn is this? And now this is saying this is a 2-second burn, but like, do I believe that? I kind of don't. Right, well, I guess we'll just have to head to the maneuver node and see what happens. So we're pointed at the maneuver node. Oh, I need to do the science, don't I? See, I was going to forget. I was going to forget to do my science. So we're in near orbit. We can observe the materials bay. Yeah, in space near the moon. So that's another 16. And we'll do now. Which side is the? It's that side. Let's take a GU reading, do an EVA, and we'll do an EVA report. So do your EVA report. There we go. 24 science. Very nice. And now he needs to take the data from the GU, collect that data, and then climb down the ladder and collect the data from the science lab, because those are going to be lost. So remove that data. There we go. We don't need to restore them because they're just going to get burned up. I mean, we could try and do something in Kerbin orbit, but we're not going to bother. We're not going to bother. We've done it. We've done our science for this one. Hopefully reboard. Here we go. Right. Oh yeah. Okay. When's our burn? Our burn's in 17 minutes. Right. So click on here. Warp to next maneuver. 2-second burn. I don't believe that that's going to be a 2-second burn. No way is this going to be a 2-second burn. So I think what we'll do is we'll have a blast of our engines at full thrust at about T minus 30. And quick blast. Right, it's going to be a 13-second burn. That's more like it. So we'll start our burn at, say, T plus 7. 10, 9, 8, 7. Here we go. And as per usual, we'll do most of the burn. And then we'll do the last part just very gently. We'll check the periapsis. 500, 400, a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. And now I'm just going to do it in little bursts. 48, 45, 41. That will do. 33,000. We're going home, guys, and we had enough fuel to do it. Unbelievable, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Let's warp to the end of here, because I want to kind of watch as we... There's the moon, as we're flying away from it. Okay, that's our last look. It's time to get home, guys. So here's our orbit now. We need to just get past here, so I'll just warp this up. And see, although the line's going up, we're actually going this way. So here we go, and here's our new orbit. 33,000. Okay, let's warp this right up and get back. Now, we need to start thinking about getting rid of the rest of our rocket. So, let's take a look. Oh, this landers, it's been to the moon and we're just going to jettison it. What a shame. So, yeah, jettison that. Right, now we can ask SAS to turn us to the retrograde, keep our heat shield pointed down. Okay. Going home. We're coming into Kerbin. You know what, let's speed things up and watch our approach to Kerbin. Because we're slaves to gravity at this point. I'm just going to, like, at ×2. We'll be hitting the atmosphere pretty soon. We'll already feel the effects of it. Here we go. We're starting to heat up now. But we should be fine. We're coming down in daytime. Should be a nice soft landing in the sea. We're bleeding off all of our speed. Here we go, 2600. Oh, what is going on? We bounced off the atmosphere, guys. SAS is disengaged now because we've run out of electric charge, so I'm going to have to fly this manually. But that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, we've bounced off the atmosphere. But we're going to be okay because fortunately our speed isn't too high. Oh, that wasn't good. Man, that was almost a disaster. I should have used the last bit of fuel that we'd got to slow down a little bit more. And we're going to come down. We're actually going to come down over here. But okay, that was a little bit scary. I thought we were going to bounce off into space then. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're coming down again now. Oh dear. We're slowing down. We're below 2,000 meters per second. And as we descend into the thicker atmosphere below 35,000, we should really start to slow down again. And here we go. Going through re-entry again. And I don't think we're going to bounce off this time. Yeah, we're down at 20,000. Really slowing down now. 1100. Okay. As soon as we get below 300, we can deploy the parachutes whenever we want. So, you know what? I think it's time to deploy them about now. And they're fully deployed. We're coming down at a very gentle 5 meters per second. Let's warp this up. Here's our shadow. Let's get down a bit closer. And a safe touchdown. Can you believe it? We went to the moon. We walked on the moon. Bob Kerman walked on the moon. And we got back safely in one piece. Although it was pretty close with that re-entry. Let's recover the vessel and see just how much science we got. Oh my lord. We picked up 469 science. That is outrageous. Look at all of this that we got. But like a surface sample from it. We've got to go to Minmus. We've got to go to Minmus. We've got to go to other planets. Oh, there's so much we can do. So much we can do. Okay, let's take a look. We got the stuff back from our parts, which is okay. That's fine. Bob got 6 experience. Unbelievable. Good on you, Bob. And we can now look at our contracts, because we did fulfill some contracts. Science data from the moon. Great. Explore the moon. Transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of the moon. And another one. Explore the moon. Explore the moon. Oh my goodness. Look at the cash, guys. 576,000 in the bank. Our reputation is staggering. We got 500 science to spend. Oh, I am so happy with that mission. That was so satisfying, even though it was a little bit nervous right at the end. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace out.